Okay, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I am not gonna be on here for long. Um, I'm coming on here because I got something very specific that I want to say real quick. Um, Okay, so Sundays is the start of the week for me, so I am always thinking about what's to come for the upcoming week when it comes to a Sunday. So I was sitting here and I was reflecting just on the week that I've had this past week, everything that happened, and like things of that nature. So as I'm sitting there and I am thinking about it, I started a class last week. And it reminded me of why I don't do classes and why I don't do mentorships and stuff like that no more. And it's because of narcissists. It's because of narcissism. So this is for my growers, as y'all know, or if you don't know, because maybe you've never been here before, my apologies. I got a bad habit of doing that. My name is Mo. My brand and my channel is called Growth with Mo. I am a person that is focused on growth, daily growth, consistent growth, regular, everyday growth. Um, and I am working on building a community of like minded individuals that also want to grow. Oh, I'm tired of these braids, child. It's time to take them down. Um, I am building a community of like minded individuals that also are looking to grow and that believe in the principle of faith first, because what I don't want to happen is what I'm witnessing. Okay, so my goal is to help people, and so is a narcissist goal. I have learned, it's like the Father just revealed this to me literally. Like, He's been showing me lessons about narcissists because I've performed and behaved like a narcissist, and then I've dealt with narcissists as well. So I've learned about how narcissists perform over the years, but I never took the time. Something I've been doing lately that's come back to me is to look up the definition of stuff. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So I was looking up the definition before I came over here. And a narcissist, let me go back and look at it so I can give y'all the exact. A narcissist is a person who is extremely self centered and has an exaggerated sense of self importance. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing well. I was talking about how I was reflecting this morning and I connected some dots about narcissists, okay? So a narcissist is a person that's extremely self-centered and they have an over-exaggerated sense of self-importance. But hold on, this is the thing, like, what I realized is that we as a people, especially those of us that's looking to grow, looking to be better. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming in. Join the chat. Join the chat, okay? So for people that's trying to grow like me, I'm always looking for, new information. I'm looking to grow. I be trying to learn stuff like that. And before I had the Father in my life heavy like that, I was just out here looking for information, right? So anybody that could like teach me something, I will become fascinated like with that person. But what people could smell, what a narcissist can smell is when you don't love yourself properly. And I didn't love myself properly because I didn't know how. I didn't know who I was. I had no identity. That's a whole different story. Nonetheless, this was on me. And narcissists can smell that. And what I'm learning is that narcissists are taught by other narcissists how to become narcissists, in my personal belief. So, what I think happens is a person who is likely a good person, they have some talents, they have things that are great about themselves that they overlook, right? That narcissist sees you and they see that good stuff on you and they see that you don't see those good things on yourself. And they like, oh yeah, I'm finna get this one. So they scoop you up. Now, this could be in the form of a romantic relationship. This could be in the form of a mentorship. This could be in the form of a friendship. They scoop you up and they start teaching you. They start teaching you. They start helping you to be better, right? All you need is somebody to guide you, to teach you, to show you, right? And it's a certain thing that a narcissist does that just clicked and connected for me. A lot of stuff just clicked and connected for me. A narcissist is going to compliment you and insult you at the same time. A narcissist is always going to tell you something good about yourself, but also speak to you in a demeaning way at the same time. So if you have come across somebody that you learning from or you vibing with or whatever, they putting you on the stuff, whatever, and you like the things that they teach you, but you don't like the way that they speak to you. It's like they'll teach you something, but then they'll speak to you in a way that's demeaning, that rubs you wrong. But because you like what they teach you, you kind of like let it roll off your shoulder a little bit. That's a narcissist. You should run from that person. You should get away from that person because that's what a narcissist does. It made me think about that song Used To with Drake and Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne said he tell her that he love her and he hate her in the same sentence. And he say, he effing her mind. He was like, he got mind control over Debo. And I thought about the situations that I've been in with narcissists. And that's how they move. That's exactly how they move. It's like they give you love and hate at the same time to where you're confused. You quite frankly, you're a little confused because you don't know which one is which. It's like they build you up, yet they tear you down. They uplift you, yet they belittle you at the same time. And it's like everything that they say is great about you, after they've worked on you, then it becomes their credit, their glory. They made you what you are. They bettered you. Yeah, once they got a hold to me, once I got in their life, what would you have been without me? These are all things that narcissists say. This is how they speak. You wouldn't even know nothing about that if it wasn't for me. I put you on to such and such and such and so. You came to me and you didn't have nothing going on. And when you left me, I turned you into what you became. That is a narcissist. Okay? And that person is a narcissist because they still have, hear me out, they still have identity and self-esteem issues. Hear me out. When I just said earlier, a narcissist can smell when you don't love yourself properly. So what does that narcissist do? They bring you in, they uplift you, and then they start to demean you at the same time. They start to uplift you and encourage you in ways that you've been looking for, which makes you latch on to this person. But then they tear you down at the same time so that you remember that you wouldn't be if it wasn't for them working on you. This is how you trauma bond and connect with a person that's manipulating and controlling you because they are overly self-centered and self-absorbed, okay? And the reason that they are that way is because they have self-esteem issues. They have issues with their self-esteem and with their identity. And instead of them letting the Most High show them through his son who they are, whose they are, what their identity is, what they can do through him, what they were made for, they decided in their narcissistic minds what they were going to be. And then you know what they did? They spoke it. Okay, so then here brings me another point. Because I was taking some coaching classes, okay? Thank you, love. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Here's what I noticed. I took a class last week, And I noticed it's something off about this woman. Her mouth is reckless. And sometimes, look, this is why you got to get your flesh under control. Because sometimes it tickle your flesh. I be guilty. I be laughing. It be like, girl, this woman is crazy. Did you hear what she just said? But when you really think about what they're doing and what they're saying, it's like, hold up. Something ain't quite right, because you're supposed to be uplifting and you're supposed to be encouraging. But the way that you speak to people and the way that you speak to other women, it's not giving encouraging, empowering. I'm sorry. Because a real woman that encourages and empowers, she encourages and empowers all women. Even the women that she don't like, she speaks life into those women because that's what she does. That's who she is. I am she. Okay? So I'm learning and I'm looking and I'm like, this counterfeit. This is not this person that she's acting like she is. She is not this person. And then I see all of these people in this class that are like, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I love you so much. You've changed my life. You're so great. You're so wonderful. That narcissistic charm. Oh, what would I do? Because we be so grateful. Those of us who have struggled with self-esteem issues, and I'm gonna tell y'all from experience. I am a person who struggled with self-esteem issues. And right now, today, I don't get on this app with no makeup on my face. My edges don't be having no type of edge control. I don't care about what it looks like because I know who I am. I know whose I am. I don't have to perform anymore to feel validated because I've already been shown who I am. I've already been shown what I need to do. It's just a matter of fulfilling that purpose. And I know that. And so I've been set free from that low self-esteem, from thinking that, well, not for me. I'm not special enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm too big. I'm too fat. I've always struggled with my weight. It'll never be me. It'll always be somebody else. I was always rooting for someone else, which a lot of people with low self-esteem do. We always want to help somebody else because we want to give that love that we wish that we have felt. Because a lot of people who have low self-esteem, somewhere, somehow, that love was poured into you properly. And that's okay because you are loved. The Father loves you. His Son loves you more than anything and anybody in this world ever could. Better than anything that anybody in this world ever could. I promise you, I bear witness to that. He will show you your identity. He will teach you who you are so that you can be built up spiritually first, from the inside first, so that your outside reflection, it just becomes extra. You will glow without trying. Last year, I was homeless. Before I got in this apartment that I'm in, I was homeless and I was taking pictures because I was also running a business. And you know what people told me? They said, you glowing, Mo. I said, oh, if only you knew, baby. If only you knew, baby. If only you knew. See, but it takes a certain kind of level of relationship with the Most High to understand that when He allows you to go through things, it's because He's building you. You are being refined. Iron sharpening iron, that whole process of pressure builds diamonds. That hurts. I'm going to keep it a buck. It hurts, but then it heals. And when you see that transformation of yourself, oh, you start to realize and understand what it means to be a new thing. And can't nobody run game on you no more. You don't got to fall victim to no narcissist. No more. No more. No more. No more. Hey, to everybody in the comments, everybody that's here, thank you for being here. I am speaking on narcissists, how they behave, and what you should do. And what you should do, name a car for an edit. An Impala. I don't know. But that's the first car that comes to mind. So narcissist. Going back to narcissists. I see this woman in this class and I realize that something is not right. So I took the class for about 3-4 days. And then after the 3-4 days, I had done got enough out of it to move around. She's a narcissist. What came to me before, the word narcissist did not come to me until just now today. That's what I mean by dots were connected for me. What I know, because see, I'll be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't be want to just call people out for, I really don't, because I understand that it's the spirit that's operating anyway, and that it's not the person. The person could very much so become everything that they were meant to be from the Father's point of view if they decide to surrender to him. So I don't be wanting to put just names on people and limit people. I don't do that. Even the people that I cannot stand. That's why I pray for my enemies, because baby, I pray you change. Real talk. Nothing can change the situation but the Father and surrender from that person. So I try not to put my mouth on people. I really try not to put my mouth on people. But it's a narcissistic spirit and behavior that takes over these people from them having a lack of healing and self-esteem themselves. So what I noticed about the woman in the class, I kept telling myself she's unhealed. I was like, she's trying to make it seem like she's healed. But really what she's done is read a whole bunch of self-help books and applied what's in the self-help books. And she's fighting to have that. But there's no true shalom. There's no true peace. There's no true, like I could tell that there was no real shalom. Because when you have shalom, like it radiates off of you. When you have that peace on the inside of you, it truly radiates from the outside of you. So I could tell just from the things that come out of her mouth. You have no shalom, baby. You have no peace. So everything that you're sitting here teaching these people, you kind of counterfeit. Because how can you teach them how to uplift and empower themselves when you don't even have shalom? So what they do is they learn how to affirm. And this is where affirmations can be dangerous and also considered witchcraft. If you affirm, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm brave, I'm rich, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. And the Father is nowhere in it. And then you repeat these things to yourself. You enchant these things over yourself. And you speak them until they become your reality. You speak them until your mind hears it so much. Because listen, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But understand that anything that you hear repetitively, you'll start to believe in. And the devil knows this. That's why he makes certain things repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat to you. Because he's trying to program you to think a certain way. You can cause your mind to operate a certain way. And it can be used for good, or it can be used for not so good. If you affirm to yourself on a daily basis, right? Here's the thing. There's a difference between being good and being righteous. And I don't got time to get into a whole sermon, but I will say that there's a difference between being good and being righteous. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? There's a difference. And the difference is a hearer only of the word and then a doer of the word. A hearer only expects only what they decide to listen to happen. A doer knows that it's going to be a whole lot of stuff that's beyond your control, and all you control is your choice and your action to how you respond to things. A hearer only is going to end up being a narcissist because they only want to hear what makes them feel good. So they're only going to speak what makes them feel good. A narcissist, can you gift me something? Sure. A narcissist is going to be very careful with their words. So let me say this very clearly and straight to the point. If a person professes to know the power of words, if a person is very selective about the words that they use towards themselves, they use very uplifting and very empowering words for themselves because they understand the power of words, but then they speak to people in a demeaning way. They speak to their crowd, they speak to their audience, they speak to their supporters, they speak to their men, they speak to their women, they speak to their kids, they speak to other people in a demeaning or disrespectful way, and they claim to know and understand the power of words. That means they are very careful about choosing the words that they speak over themselves so that they will have what they say over themselves while they speak curses over other people. Y'all this, y'all that. Y'all ain't got this, y'all that. Y'all broke, y'all scared, y'all this, y'all that. It's always negative when it comes to another person. But when it comes to them, they're queens, they're kings, they're blessed, they're prosperous, they're wealthy, they the big kahuna. You better be careful with them kind of people because they narcissists. Oh my mama. They narcissist. Real talk. For real. Are you a man or a guy? I'm whatever your mind tell you I am. Hi, handsome. Hey, how are you? Hello, I'm a dolphin trainer from Nebraska. Yeah, because I'm talking about narcissists, because I'm exposing narcissistic behavior. So now I got to get all these trolls. It's cool. I don't mind. I'm going to talk about it anyway. That's what a narcissist is going to do. A narcissist is going to be very careful with the words that they speak over themselves. While they speak curses upon other people, they're going to talk about how great, how wonderful, how awesome, how amazing that they are. So that when you hear them, your mind automatically thinks of them in this positive manner that they have described themselves in. Because again, faith comes by hearing. So they're very careful with the words that they speak regarding themselves. They're also very careful about the words that they speak regarding other people. Don't think that they demeaning isn't intentional. It's intentional. Because a narcissist's goal is to build you up, but to make you remember that you are beneath them, so that you always feel like you need them. Don't forget who made you is a narcissist's goal. Don't let nobody, okay? For one, definitely don't pay no freaking body to demean you. For one, a lot of these people, including their person, ain't did nothing but read a self-help book, a series of self-help books that you can go read for your gosh darn self and get your own understanding. But that means that you cannot be lazy. Get up and do it for you. Stop expecting people to turn you into something that you're gonna have to do the work to do, baby. I don't care how much information that a person teaches you. I don't care how much they pour into you. This is your life. This is your walk. This is your journey. That's your work that you're gonna have to do, no matter what. So never let a person think they made you. Only your maker made you. And only your Messiah can save you. Another person walking this earth that's done had to go and listen to me. A person can be very successful and unhealed. A person can be a millionaire and be unhealed. A person can run a successful. Usually, a narcissist runs the best business because of how they speak so highly of themselves. They go out and they got this nice bold energy and they tell you all about how they're going to make you better and how they're going to help you do this and how they're going to make your business boom and how they're going to get you back. Like they package themselves so nicely. People be like, oh yeah, I need some of that. I love your energy. I love the vibes, the confidence. Yes. Little do you know you're about to deal with a narcissist. Thank you. I'll praise the Most High. I'll praise to the Most High, y'all. For real, I have dealt with narcissists. But one thing that I knew is these certain people that I had to deal with. It's like the Father kept me in that situation until I learned the lessons that I need to learn. But again, I don't like to label people. So I just knew that.
Mommy,
Yes.
where did you put my scooter?
Your scooter?
Yeah, when you ride.
You know what? I think I got rid of that scooter.
Huh?
I think I got rid of it.
You got rid of it?
I think so.
Hey, that was that scooter. This is a scooter with that board.
I know, but it was broken.
It was?
Yes. But Mommy will get you another one. Or do you want a bike?
A bike? Wait a minute, Walmart have bikes?
Yeah. You want a bike or you want a scooter?
Bike.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
I want a Hot Wheels bike.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Is this mine or is this yours?
That's not mine, but this yours.
I hope it's mine. I hope it's mine. What you doing? You want to go to the store later?
The store later.
Maybe go get some oranges and stuff.
What? Which store we going to later?
Maybe something.
Yeah, and I want to go to Walmart too.
Walmart?
Yes, to get a bike.
Boy, we'll talk about that later. We can order that without even going to Walmart.
Can you get Walmart delivery?
We can get a Walmart delivery, yeah.
Yay, but how are they gonna get the bicycle?
How I'm gonna? They gonna send it just like they send everything else.
Okay.
I order it and then they ship it to the door. Bless you. Tissue.
Out. My nose is tickling.
Wipe. Yeah, we're gonna go get some oranges. We're gonna go get some garlic, some honey, some tea. Mama got some tea.
You do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drink some.
We also have.
I got some lemons too. That'll help. Ew, disgusting. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Ew. Let me wash my hands. So I've dealt with some narcissists. And there were these particular people that the Father, like the past 2-3 years in my life, he had me deal with narcissists in different forms. And a narcissist, here's the thing about a narcissist, it's like, we make them what they are because we show them love. We show them love because deep down, we be drawn to these narcissists. Like the unhealed parts of us be drawn to these people because a narcissist is never all bad. And you will never be able to speak about your experience with a narcissist and say the entire time that you dealt with a narcissist, it was completely bad, unless y'all started off in a tense situation anyway. But like if you were close with someone, or you took a mentorship with somebody, or you took a class from somebody, or you dated somebody and they was a narcissist and y'all got close, it's because the unhealed part of you was latching onto that person and the feel good that they gave you, because narcissists do come with charm. They are very charming people, okay? Like, no lie, that's how they get you. They charm you and then they show you them true colors. But by the time you see the true colors, this is like how it worked. With the two that I got close to, because I got close to two narcissists, one in a romantic way and one in a professional way. I got close to both of them because they intrigued my mind. And we used to have thoughtful conversations. And I love to have a deep, thought-provoking conversation, and you don't run across that every day. For me, I've always been the type of person that like to crack open a book. I've always been the type of person to like to learn something new. So I be intrigued when people come with information that make my mind, stimulate my mind, man. So that's how I got drawn into both of them. And in the romantic situation, there was no pressure. it just started out as, you know, how you get in one of those situations with a person where y'all just vibing, y'all have good vibes, and the good vibes and the weed in the air and the drink in the system and all of that, it gets physical. So then it crossed into a physical level with the person that I did professionally. It was the import of knowledge. It was like I was thirsty, like I was dehydrated for that knowledge. And all the knowledge that they was pouring out to me, it was like it was filling me up till I was like, what was that? I can't remember what that was. It was a movie where it was like water. That's how I felt. I was like, please, like I need more. Like give me more, give me more. So I was overly like engaged with the person because the things that I felt like I was lacking in the romantic situation, it was that intimacy, that closeness with a person that I was getting. Like I was being stimulated here. It was causing me to be stimulated physically as well. We crossed physical boundaries, so now there's a different level of intimacy going on in the situation. And that's how I got drawn into that. And on the professional side, it was the output of information that I felt like I was lacking. In both places, I felt like I was lacking something. And then someone came in and they poured things into me that I thought that I was lacking, okay? And instead of me letting the Heavenly Father pour into me what I needed to have poured into me, I allowed these people to do it. And then they showed me their true colors. They became very, demeaning in the ways that they would speak to me. And they'd be like, hello, who you talking to? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what happens is, it's like the mind. Who? What do you mean by that? What do I mean by what? What do you mean by who? You want to know who the people are specifically? I won't name them. What do you mean by that? What do I mean by what? Bring it back to me what you would like to know, because I'll try to explain it to you. So what happens in the mind in the meantime is that when a person draws you in with good things, they've charmed you. They've come to you being charming. They've come to you in a way that engages you or intrigues you. And then you begin to spend time with this person. Your brain now associates them with good emotions. Ooh, this is a person I learn from. Ooh, this is a person that excites me. Ooh, this is a person that makes me feel safe sometimes. Ooh, this is a person that, like, your brain begins to familiarize that person in this way. And then so when they show you a true side of themselves that is not in line with how they baited you in, when they start to show you their true colors, you're liable to stay. It's like your favorite restaurant. You end up liking this restaurant for whatever reason that you like it. The food is good, or it's always quick service, or the people there is good, whatever the case may be. And every time you go, you have a good time. Until the one time that you don't have a good time. It's rude. The people are rude. Like, they're just throwing stuff around. They treating you like, your business don't matter. Like, they don't care if you're there or not. Like, they handling you a little rough that night. You're still liable to come back because you've had so many good experiences. I pray that this is helping somebody to understand the mindset of a narcissist and the games that they play. They're going to introduce you to so many good experiences before they show you their true colors, because if they give you a glimpse of the bad while pushing all of the good things, all of the charm, all of the things that are really the fake part, because they're only pretending to be so that they can draw you in. And then they show you their true colors, you're still going to stick with that person because your brain has already associated them with feel good. Your brain has already associated that person with this is a good thing. This is a safe space. This is a person that teaches me. This is a person that I want to be like this person. And boom, there fulfills the narcissist trap. Because the narcissist is always teaching you how to become the next narcissist. I'm going to build you up. I'm going to teach you what to do, whether you realize it or not, and you're going to go out there and you're going to do the same. So after I teach you, what you're going to do is go get your band of people and you're going to teach them, but always make sure that your people stay up under you, just like you remember that you stay up under me. And there's like a tier. And whatever narcissist raised you, that's the narcissist you up under. And whatever narcissist you raise, those are the narcissists up under you. So then you end up becoming the narcissist, because a person will push you so much. A narcissist will push you so much, just from my personal experience, that you will then become a narcissist too. Because once they start demeaning you, it's going to make you want to hold your own on this person. Because hold up, let me show you that I don't need you. And then if things don't go well because you really don't have that confidence built up in yourself, then that confirms that you need the narcissist and you go back. And then it's a never ending cycle of letting that narcissist play on your top, making you feel like you need them. You understand? Well, all you need is the Most High. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this and I'm gone. At the end of the day, not even your mama or your daddy made you. They conceived you. You were given to them. They didn't make you. They can't make you what you are. They didn't create you. They were given. You were given to them just like our children are given to us. And so at the end of the day, no one can make you but the Creator. Okay? So no one should have the power or the ability to make you feel like you need them, that you're beneath them, that you're their protege, that you are a result of their hard work, their dedication. Like, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, that's not what that is. Don't let a person make you feel like they made you. Don't let a person, the work is in you. And I'm going to tell you one thing that's coming back to me of how I knew that I still needed to grow with the Father. At one point in time, when I was dealing with the professional narcissist, a friend of mine told me, why do you keep giving that person credit for the work that you're doing? And I was like, well, because that person taught me. Happy Sunday. God bless you and your family and everyone in the world. Hallelujah. Same to you. Same to you. Same to you. My friend was like, why do you keep giving this person credit for the work that you're doing? And I was like, well, because they taught me. And she was like, yeah, but you're doing the work. Like, you did that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But I guess because I wouldn't know nothing about it if it wasn't for that person. And when you're an umber person, which most likely if you're a person that's like a Christian or you're a believer, 10 times out of 10, there's a part of you that is extremely humble. And sometimes that meekness can also mess with your self-esteem, because people will take that meekness for weakness, even a parent. And then we have a bad habit. We have a bad habit of speaking negatively on things that we dislike instead of speaking life into the thing instead. But anyways, she kept asking me that, and it made me think about why I was doing that. And it was because I had fell into that narcissistic trap of feeling like if it hadn't been for this person teaching me this, I wouldn't be where I am. If it hadn't been for this person giving me this information, I wouldn't have been able to apply it. But what my friend taught me, what the Most High taught me through her speaking to me, is that it is us that has to do the work. So no matter what situation that you get in, even when it comes down to things like church, a person can teach you the word. They can break down the word for you. But guess who has to walk it out? You. You have to walk it out. A person can teach you all that you need to know to become successful, to run a successful business, to be able to do whatever it is that you need to do. But guess who still has to do the work? You. You. You still have to do something. So it's like, stop. These people are not Messiah. Messiah is Messiah. And sometimes the esteem that we hold for simple human beings that are flawed, because all narcissists are unhealed somewhere and they are masking being unhealed with their accomplishments. That's why they work so hard to be successful, so that you don't have to worry about the kind of person that they are. The kind of person that they are doesn't matter because of what they have. They have learned that most people are motivated by what they see. So if I have what is appealing to people, that makes me relevant, right? Duh, like, right? And that's why the world is so superficial, because everybody is just looking to have materialistic power that they really don't have, because you really don't have no power. You can't stop. If today is your day, you can't stop it. Whether you got $2 in your bank account or 2 million. If today is your day, if the Father decided that today is the day, you have no control. If your car slips off the road, you have no control. If you have a freak accident traveling, you have no control. And people don't want to think about that because they say, oh, no, it's thinking negative. No, it teaches you to be humble. And a narcissist hates to be humble, because a narcissist being humble reminds them of the places that they do not have power. And a narcissist's whole game is power and control, manipulation and control. Let the Father build up in you what's broken. Let him mend what is broken. Let him heal for you what is broken. He will heal you. He will restore you. He will make you brand new. And he will teach you so that no matter who is in front of you, you know to check the fruit. You know to test the spirit. And you know that if the spirit is not of his spirit and his spirit is with you, them spirits that's not of him in his son's name have no power over you. And that's so important, because that would break the narcissist's hold on you. That's what breaks you free from a narcissist. It's Messiah. Because Messiah will teach you who you are. Because again, the narcissist was only drawn to you because the narcissist knew that you didn't know who you were. They were sent on assignment. Don't nobody want to believe that everything is spiritual, but it is. Especially when you're chosen. When you're chosen, the Father is going to try. He's going to set you up for what you are supposed to do. And the devil, Satan, he's going to try his best to deter you from that. He knows that you're a threat to the kingdom. He knows what you were purposed to do. He knows about the gifts and the talents that you has. He knows. He studies you. The enemy studies you, and then he has a big team. Think that he don't got no big team. He has a big team. See, the thing about it, if you've ever read the Bible, the thing about it is that the Israelites, the chosen people, the set apart ones, they were always smaller in number. Ooh, I love this. I love this for me because, see, I'm a one-man band. And people be thinking that they be doing something when they have numbers. But it's not about numbers. It's about what you got with you. The Israelites was always the smaller. They was always the smaller in Egypt. They was always the smaller against the other territories that they was up against. They was always the smaller. But the Father always caused them to conquer. And the only time that they didn't conquer was when they were disobedient. Let that be a lesson to us, that he will cause us to conquer no matter what we're up against and no matter how many of them it is. The devil got a whole lot of minions that he sends on assignment to distract, to deter, to do all types of things. Hey girl, I cannot find your page for months. Do you remember me? Yes, Arrow, I remember you. You look famous. I'm not. How the kiddos doing? He's good. What?
One lady's black suit is dirty.
Because she boo-booed me yesterday and I gotta clean it up.
But can we take her out?
I'm finna get off a live and we gonna take her a bath outside.
Yay. Well, can I help you take Maggie out?
And I'm gonna have to clean her cage up. Yes, you can help me.
Yay.
And you gonna help me clean up.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, y'all, I'm finna have to go. My kid, this is what letting me know, like, girl, I'm tired of you being in there talking to them. My kids is doing good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to give me your opinion on how I look. Thank you. It's kindly noted. Okay? Everything is recorded and written down. Have a beautifully blessed day. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Arrow. I'm doing good. I was just talking about narcissists, and I was just talking about how narcissists operate, how they perform, and how it's in romantic relationships, it's in romantic situations, as well as it's in professional situations, it's in friendships. There are girls, especially out here in Dallas. This is something that I hate about girls in Dallas. And, you know, since I've been growing up, it's been this way. There are girls that will befriend other girls that they feel like are beneath them just so that they can be the of the group. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I'm with her, everybody gonna always look at me because I look better than her, or because I am better than her. Like, they weird. They don't really like you for real. They're not really your friend for real. These girls out here will cross you for real. Like, and I learned that at an early age. Like, the first person that I ever called my best friend used to always constantly backdoor me and cross me, especially when it came down to the people that we were talking to. Like, they don't like you for real. And that's the thing about a narcissist. A narcissist does not like you for real. They like what they feel like they can manipulate about you. But if you ever come into your own, that narcissist ain't gonna be able to stand you. Every time they see you, they can't stand you because you are no longer under their control. If you break free from a narcissist, if the Father through his Son, through Messiah, sets you free from a narcissist, oh, best believe that narcissist is pissed off. Okay, that demon is mad as hell because you were supposed to stay under their control. When they realize that they no longer have control over you, baby, when you realize that they no longer have control over you, that they did at one point have control because everything that they did sent off a reaction in you. But now, no matter what they do, you stay true to you. You stay true to the mission that you're on because you know who you are, you know whose you are, and you know what you got to do. So that's how you truly become the definition of like unbothered. It's not that the person being the nasty way that they are doesn't bother you. It's that you have too much that you have to do. You have too much that you have to concern yourself with to be bothered with what somebody else is bothered by. Like, you don't have time for that. You just don't got time for it. So you learn to leave a narcissist where they at because they're going to always try to come at you, pointing something out about you that ain't right. Well, you ain't do this right, or you should have did that. See, it's to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing, to make you doubt yourself. A narcissist always wants you to doubt yourself, always wants you to feel like you lower than, always wants you to feel like you the lowest of the low. If it were not for them. So be careful. It's very dangerous to sleep with a narcissist. I'm telling you, to have a soul tie with a narcissist. You got a question? I may have an answer. I'll donate $20 if you act like you're shaking salt in your mouth with your tongue out. I'm going to pass on that $20. Thank you. God bless you. May he bless you as well. May he bless you as well. I'm going to get off of here. It is 1 o'clock. Don't fall victim to a narcissist. And if you are a narcissist, do better. Heal. Allow the Most High to heal you. Allow the Most High to heal you. Because at the end of the day, a narcissist is only a narcissist because they're unhealed. I'll say it again. You can be very successful. You can be very successful. You can have a ton of reach. You can have thousands, even millions of followers and subscribers and be unhealed, be just as narcissistic as they come. You can definitely run a successful business. You can have a 6 to 7 figure business and be a narcissist. In fact, most likely you are a narcissist because that's how you get there. Not caring about anything or anybody but yourself. Making sure that no matter what and no matter the cost, you are good. That is why, again, a narcissist will speak very highly of themselves. They're going to speak extremely highly of themselves. When they speak about themselves, they're going to pick their chest up when they talk about them. But when they talk about you, when they talk about the next person, when they talk about someone that's not directly connected to them, it's going to be very demeaning. And even with the people that are connected to them, they're going to speak about them in a way that makes them seem lower than them. Like they only what they are because of them. Because I only hang out with. And because my friends are all. And because my man only. And because my only, this is how they speak. Be careful with that. A narcissist is going to tell you that they know and understand the power of words. So know that when they're speaking to you with negative connotation, know when they're speaking to you in a demeaning way, that they are very careful about their words. They tell you the truth. They just tell you in two different ways so that it confuses your mind. But the truth is the truth. They know the power of words. That's why they speak positively over themselves and negatively over you. That's why they compliment you and insult you in the same sentence. That's why they tell you that they love you and that they hate you at the same time. Because they're trying to have mind control, as Lil Wayne said, over Debo. Ain't no mind control over Debo over here, boo. Not no more. Not no more. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. You picked him. You're choosing them. You're the problem. That is very true. That is very true, but that's on anybody. And the thing is, we have to heal, which is exactly why we're here speaking about it. Because a person that has a low self-esteem, that doubts themselves, that are unsure about their identities, they are very vulnerable and susceptible to a person coming in and filling them up. What seems like being empowered, that's why they choose them. It's the charm. It's the same way that Eve was charmed in the garden. He beguiled me. He charmed me. He made me feel like I was missing something that he could give me. She made me feel like a man. She made me feel alive. She made me feel smarter. She made my business thrive. We got to that money together. We was good. Like, it's always something good that draws the person in. They never just choose the person because the person comes out beating them over the head as soon as they come together. No, the person is very charming. The narcissistic person is very charming. Now, is it still the person that chose the narcissistic person's problem that they chose them? Of course. And they need to heal so that they know narcissistic behavior. And they can heal. The Father healed me. I can see a narcissist coming now. After a couple of days, to give me a little time on it. Oh, I know something ain't right here. We're not doing that. You learn from experience. The Father breaks things down for you and heals you and helps you to not make the same decisions that you used to make over and over and over so that you're no longer insane, because that's what it is, insanity. Everybody is doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. Shoot. I want to go. Please guide me. I'm not sure where you want to go. I'm interested in doing God's work. Oh, you have to seek the Most High for that, love. You have to pick the most. You have to seek the Most High for that. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you for being here. Yeah, baby, you have to seek the Most High to do His work. because he has to tell you what your purpose is. You know, it's like if you have that desire to want to do his work, it's because he placed that desire in you, and only he can show you what to do with that desire. Only he can show you how you are meant to add to and help bring souls to his kingdom. I encourage you to pray. I encourage you to speak your desires to the Most High and allow Him to speak to you. Get in a quiet place where you can hear Him speak to you. And the things that He tells you to do, where, you know, that quiet voice that you hear that begins to drop plans and things into you, act on that. The faith comes from hearing Him and believing Him, but then the works comes from acting on it. So when He gives you something, act on it. Believe that you receive the kingdom of heaven's blessings and walk forward in your purpose. And may He bless you on your journey. Much shalom. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Much love, much love, much shalom. I pray that you took something positive from this. For those who feel some type of way, maybe take a look at you, love. Love y'all for free. Love y'all for real. Much shalom to everybody out there. You do not have to be a victim of a narcissist, boo. You do not have to be a victim of a narcissist, sir, because they are men and there are women that operate in that narcissistic spirit. Allow the Father to show you who you are. Allow the Father to give you your identity so that you know who you are, you know whose you are. And you can stand in the midst of adversity truly without having to pretend to be something that you're not, without having to pretend that you're little miss, I can do it all, without having to pretend that you're Mr. Make Everything Happen. Because those of us that know the Father know that it is His strength, not ours. Much love, much shalom. How can you spot a narcissist before dealing with them? Pay attention to the charm and use your discernment. A narcissist shows who they are, especially once they get very comfortable. They're going to show you who they are. It's going to be very subtle. You have to pay attention. If a narcissist is charming you and giving you what you want to hear, but then at the same time making you feel some type of way, making you feel demeaned, making you feel lower than or less than, then pay attention to that. And it's like, take things with a grain of salt. So we got to stop moving so fast. Mom? Yes.
I'm hungry.
Okay, here I come for real. I'm coming.
What's some, like, do we have some waffles left?
Yes.
I want them.
Okay. What the nose? Here I come.
Okay.
I done told you that like 3 times, so I gotta come for real now. I mean it.
Yeah. I'm going to Amy's house.
No, not today.
But later?
I don't know. When you going back? You'll have to call her and ask her when you can come back. Put that in the trash. Nasty baby nose. Ew. Ew. Pick it up. Ew. Nasty. Okay, yes, I gotta go. But yeah, pay attention. Is all that I can say before I go. Is pay attention. Because they're always going to show you who you are. It took me about 3 days. It took me about 3 days in this class just last week, okay? Because the woman was very charming. She was very, and the things that she say, and, you know, narcissists know a lot about tone. A narcissist even taught me about tone, you know what I'm saying? And the tone of voice that they use. But you have to be careful because it's not genuine. And so little subtle things will happen. Like if you get to talking too much, a narcissist is going to be like, and they're going to kindly redirect the situation. Like just things that make you feel overlooked, things that make you feel less than, things that make you feel like maybe you're being demeaned, like maybe you're being talked to in a belittling way. Those are usually signs, true signs that you're dealing with a narcissist. And no problem. And if they are, it has to be their way. Like if you don't think their way, if you don't move their way, If you don't do what they say, you stupid. Or like your decisions are foolish. Or like you won't be successful. Or you won't get nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna want you. Ain't nobody gonna love you but me. And that's a narcissist. A person that speaks that way. And ex narcissists stop provoking questions. I know that even my best friend be like, I don't want to ask too many questions. Girl, you better ask that person some questions. Like, please ask people questions when you meet them, because that's how you're going to know what you're dealing with as well, based upon their responses to your questions. What happened in your last relationship? Well, what happened with all the people that you mentored? Are you still working with them? Especially when it comes to these mentorships and y'all paying people to mentor you, honey. Both of them you paying, whether you do it romantic or you do it professional. Either way, you paying because you're giving up your time, your heart, your money, your effort, whatever. But literally coming out your pocket, you know this cash money business transaction. And you paying this person to guide you, to mold you, to shape you. Please be careful and please ask that person questions. If it come down to a mentor and you cannot ask that person questions, that's not your mentor. If you can't ask them questions that are just a little bit personal but not like out of line, that is not your mentor. Like if you cannot have a honest and truthful conversation with them, if the person don't want to hear you speak, they only want to speak to you and only want you to listen, that's not a conversation. That's dictation. That's not your mentor. Don't pay people to tear you down. Don't lay down with a person that's gonna tear you down. Like that's all I can say for now. Um, what I'll do is add this to my list of topics for when I go live, because this really just hit me spur of the moment when I was up reflecting just on my week from last week, and I realized like that's what that woman is. She a narcissist. Like it just came to me that quick. Like she a narcissist. I knew something was up. And when I looked at the definition, I was like, oh, all of them narcissists. So, it just brought me here because it's like, see something, say something. If you see something, say something. So that the next person may see something and say something. For real. It could help somebody. Real talk. So, and on that note, I'm finna go. See y'all later. Everybody have a blessed day. A beautifully blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Be kind to people. Be kind to yourselves. Costs absolutely nothing to be kind, to be thoughtful, to be intentional. And may the Most High bless you on your journey, on your growth journey in your life, and breaking free and breaking from the chains that may or may not have been placed upon you. If there's any bondage, may it be broken. In our Messiah's name. Love y'all for free, love y'all for real, and much shalom. Peace out there to everyone.